Hi everyone. I haven't done this kind of thing before, so please bear with me. Hi, I'm Phoebe, and I was one of the undebuted VShojo talents who passed the audition last year. I would have already debuted with them by now, actually, if all had gone as originally planned. I was looking forward to everything I was planning to do with the community, other talents, the VShojo team. Though, maybe looking forward to it is an understatement because for the entirety of 2025, it was my everything. Some of you guys in my community might have noticed, but I've been busy all year. Not just with going and traveling for performances, not just with all the other front-facing stream stuff that I've been doing, but behind the scenes, the things I couldn't share with you guys is that I've been dedicating so much of my time and energy to debut prep. This whole year, actually. A lot of passion went into it, not just from myself, but also from wonderful, wonderful staff members. Panini, I love you. I was so excited to join a company with lots of talents that I admire, and a company who was supposedly truly talent first. A company with an open mind. I was so excited to finally have support and belief in my vision for delivering the excitement of the idol culture that I love so much to a much broader audience, especially for the 2.5D Kaigai idol content I've been trying to shape since my VTuber debut in July 2020. And I was really excited. I think most of all, I was excited to find a new place to belong. And I mean, I'm gonna be real. This is the third agency I would have been a part of. And even aside from that, there are other companies or projects or whatever pertaining to VTubing that just, unfortunately, every single one of them has met a really sad end. The most recently last year in the spring, Prism project that I was part of as the VTuber Ami Amami shut down. Not even a year. I didn't even reach my VTuber's birthday or my 1 year anniversary. It all happened right before. So, yeah, this would have been the third agency I would have been a part of, and I was honestly hoping it was going to be the last one. I was really, really hoping I wouldn't have to keep searching for a home. I mean, honestly, there were a lot of moments where things didn't really feel quite right, or I'd feel overlooked. Compared to some of the other pre-debut processes I went through at other companies, it was way more chaotic and sometimes I felt really alone in it all. But we did our best. I did my best. Other talents did their best. Panini definitely did her best. And as the situation became less clear, as things kept getting super delayed or forgotten about even, as big promises were made and then dropped, when we were left in the dark about a lot of what was happening, only to be jump scared suddenly by bad news, and then more bad news would come, and then more bad news would come. It just kept getting worse and worse. On top of that, I was required to put my second VTuber channel, Ami Amami, on hiatus in preparation for debuting soon. I was supposed to debut soon after, but then I learned I'd have to wait a few more months, and then a few more months again. It just kept getting pushed back. Naturally, this was a big strain on my finances. Not having, or not having Ami's channel to post to as well. I mean, I guess I could have, but it felt really inconsiderate towards my fans' feelings to just suddenly be like, oh, surprise, sorry, I am getting off of indefinite hiatus. And then I'm gonna be back on indefinite hiatus soon. I don't know. I just didn't want to play with people's feelings. But yeah, it was a big strain on my finances. And that compounded even further when I found out that I'd have to self-fund my 5-year anniversary album that VShojo had promised to cover for me originally. But because the debut was not going to be before my 5-year anniversary anymore, suddenly it was like a personal project. But we had already contacted all these people to work on the album. Mixers, editors, etc. An artist. And I didn't want to they had set aside that time for me in their busy commission schedule. I didn't want to just suddenly cancel that on them. And despite all of these things, I kept believing in my dreams. And I held on to all these promises thinking, oh, it's okay. Things are going to get better if I just work hard and push through. And then I'm going to have this big shining moment where I can join everybody else out there too. All these VTubers in VShojo that I look up to a lot. And sadly, that moment isn't coming anymore. At least not here. Not at a company that kept so many secrets. To the point where even internally, nobody knew or even really knows exactly what's going on. And definitely not at a company that hypocritically claims to be talent first as they withhold charity funds and talent income. And even now, despite the fact that I was supposed to be on the cusp of my debut, I have learned that due to poor communication, due to delayed payments from VShojo's side, very, very few of my assets that have been prepared were fully completed or are fully completed by this point. Aside from a logo and some art pieces for a lore video, I don't have stream overlays, no BGM, and most importantly, no art or rigging for my new model. And none of this is to blame the artists or people that we are commissioning for. It's all due to huge delays in communication because of just finances being so uncertain. And with all this stuff for debut so incomplete, I can't debut my new look. Even though we worked so hard, despite the troubles along the way. And as messed up as it is to think about, everything I passed up on for VShojo's sake this past year, yeah, I've had to pass up on some really cool opportunities. Because I was just well, I need to, if I have to choose, I have this big thing with VShojo in the works. So even if I have to pass up on these things now, I can get back to all of it after debut. But yeah, all of that resulted in nothing but loose ends. All that said though, I really didn't want this to focus so much on negative stuff. I really don't want it to. There's been enough of that out there, especially on Twitter the past couple of days and just in general in the world. So what I do want to say is thank you to all of the former, current, future talents for being so strong, so inspiring. We shouldn't have had to be that strong, but we were. And so I really, really wish everybody the best. including staff. Thank you as well to the wonderful staff that I had the pleasure of meeting and working with, who were legitimately kind, hardworking people. There are quite a few. So also just know that, like, there are lots of good people in the company. Not everybody was involved in whatever the hell is going on. And also, thank you to my Phoebe Hive community for being so patient and kind all of this time, even when you could tell I was feeling down and struggling. I had somebody come up to me at my show at Techo this past weekend and tell me, hey, I've felt like things are kind of off with you lately. I can tell that you're sad. It feels like some of the light was taken from you. And I just want you to know, like, whatever it is, you're gonna get through it. And you know what? He's right. We're gonna get through this. I kind of like just want you guys to know that, yeah, I'm exhausted, like spiritually, physically, mentally, everything. My heart and my mind and my body are so tired. And it hurts. It hurts to keep entrusting my dreams to different companies and different opportunities. Hoping that, like, the hard work you put in every day is finally gonna, like, I don't know, grow and blossom into something beautiful. Only for it to, like, either be cancelled or fall short for one reason or another every time. But even if it's been every time up until now, I am very hopeful for what comes next. I always try to be. So, I'm not giving up. Not even now. I'm gonna find a new path. I will keep searching for a different way to reach my dreams. And I know that everybody else, all the other talents, everybody that's been affected by this will too. So, please give all of your love and support to past, present, and would-be future VShojo talents, and the managers and staff who did their best without knowing, like, what was going on with everybody above us this entire time. I'm gonna do my best. We're all gonna do our best. It will be okay. And we're gonna keep moving forward, so yeah. Please look forward to whatever that's gonna be. For me and for all of us. Thank you guys for listening. Now I have a spooky black screen video on my channel. Thanks.